Hi everyone, it's DM. Today I'm going to be showing you how to make this mini album slash folio. And I call it that because not only are you able to put photos inside, you can put other goodies such as embellishments. So the book measures 6 inches tall by 4¼ inches wide. So it makes really great use of paper. It's got a spine of 3/4 inches. And I did give it a ribbon closure. And then when you open it up, there's room for like a photo over here. And then on the left hand side, here's a little pocket for like flat type of goodies. And right now I just have like this little backpack that I made inside here. And then when you open it up in the center, there's a flap with a expandable pocket. So I gave it a Velcro closure. And then you are able to put like a number of goodies inside here. So right now I have like this shaker that I made, as well as this memory decks card. And then on the right hand side here, there's this flap, and this side can be totally customized to for any shape that you wish, as this is a flap that opens up, so it's got a Velcro closure and it is an envelope. And then inside you're able to put goodies inside. So right now I just have like a shaker and a coin envelope that I made. And then on the left-hand side here, it is magnetized. So when you open this up, there's room for like a photo, as I made it like a little tuck spot here. But of course, like you can customize it to be whatever you want. And then on over here, I just added some like embellishments that you're able to remove. So if you wanted to stick around, I'm going to be starting the tutorial. For the base of the book, I use 110-pound cardstock, as that provides like the right amount of sturdiness. And we're gonna start out by making this entire flap back here, which looks like this. So we are gonna start out making that first. And what you're gonna need to do is you're gonna need to cut a piece that measures 10½ inches by 6 inches. So I'm just going to put the measurement on the side here so that you can see that. And then what we're going to do is on the 10½ inch side over here, we're going to score it at 4¼ inches, 5 inches, 9¼ inch, as well as 10 inches. And then we're just gonna flip this on the other side and fold. That way we don't get like cracks in the creases. Use our bone folder to burnish this. And then we're just gonna grab like our score tape. You could use liquid adhesive as well if you wish. Add your score tape and then just grab your bone folder to burnish it so that you get a really good stick. And then next we're gonna need to cut a piece that measures 6¼ inches by 6 inches. Okay, and then on the 6¼ inch side over here, so 6¼ inches, we are gonna score at 4 inches, 4¼ inches. And then, so this is gonna be the flap that goes on this side, and I want to round the corner, so I'm just gonna get my corner rounder, and I like to round it on the 1/4 inch side, but you could of course like, you know, use whatever you have. Okay, and then just also make those folds, fold and crease. And we're just gonna attach this to this piece over here. So I'm gonna remove the backing on the score tape here. And then just add this piece. Okay, and take your bone folder and burnish that flap. So it should look like this so far. And that's gonna be the flap for the envelope. And then next what we're gonna do is we're gonna make the little flap that goes on this side. So what you're gonna need to do is you're gonna need to cut a piece that measures 4.5 inches by 6 inches. This is the inside flap. So on the 4.5 inch side, we're gonna score it 1/2 inch. Just flip that around and fold and crease. Add our score tape. And then just burnish that. And then I'm gonna remove the backing on this piece here because we're gonna add this inside flap. And then I'm just gonna pull that piece that we had from before with the flap on this side, and we're gonna attach this to the left-hand side. Okay, and just grab your bone folder to burnish that. And then also I wanted to give this flap over here like a magnetic closure. So I'm just gonna grab my magnets, and the magnets that I use are like 1 centimeter or 10 millimeters in diameter and 1 millimeter in thickness. So to attach the magnets, I use these like adhesive dots, and the ones that I use are called Zotspling, and I get this from Michael's, and like I see they have this on Amazon as well, but I mean there are other types as well. For example, I found these at Walmart, but just make sure you get the permanent kind, as this provides like a great amount of like a strong hold basically. So we're just gonna grab the magnet, and then when I'm adding the magnet, I'm gonna not put it right to the corner because I'm gonna want to layer this piece. So I'm just gonna like place it down here a bit, and then the same with the other side. Like you don't have to do a magnetic closure if you don't want to. And then I'm just gonna add the other magnets to these pieces here. And then I'm gonna use the glue dots to add the adhesive to the other side of those magnets. And then here's the other one. And then we're just gonna fold this flap over so that the other magnets can stick on. And then just give it a bit of pressure here so that they would attach to the other side. And it should look like this. And then just make sure like they're attached. Okay, and so that is the base of the book. And it looks like this. And then also what I would recommend is, because I did give this like a ribbon closure, I'm gonna put a little note to myself here to say add ribbon, because I always forget. You know, add the ribbon before you decorate it. And then on the back as well, add ribbon. So that's what the base of the book should look like. So it opens up like this. Okay, and then next we're gonna start making the pockets. Now we're gonna be making this center pocket with flap over here. And for this pocket, I did make it like into an expandable type of pocket so that in case, you know, it gets squished like this, it doesn't ruin, as opposed to having like a box type of pocket, which sometimes has a caved in look if there's like too much pressure on it. So to make the flap over here, what you're gonna need to do is you're gonna need to cut a piece that measures 4¼ inches by 4½ inches. And then on the 4½ inch side, we're gonna score it at 1/2 inch and 3/4 inches. We're gonna just flip this over and fold and crease those lines. Also, I like to round these corners, so I'm just gonna grab my corner rounder and round them off here. Okay, and then add your adhesive. You could also use liquid glue again if you wish. And then we're gonna glue this into the book now. Burnish this. Just grab our book here. And then, so over here we have this flap over here, and then this is gonna just go on the top here, right along the edge. And then just make sure it's centered and not on the fold lines. And just grab your bone folder and burnish that again so that it gets a great stick. And then we're just gonna make the pocket piece now. And then for the pocket piece, you're gonna need to cut a piece that measures 5¾ inches by 4 inches. And on the 5¾ inch side, we are gonna score it at 1/4 inch, 1/2 inch, 3/4 inches, as well as 5 inches, 5¼ inch, and 1/2 inch. And then we're gonna rotate this onto the 4-inch side here and score at 1/4 inch, 1/2 inch, and 3/4 inches. And then what we're gonna do is, so this is what our pocket should look like. And then now we're just gonna cut off the bulk on the corners here. So I'm just gonna go in a little closer here so you can see here. So see this corner here, we're gonna cut off this like entire square, but we're gonna also cut it at an angle here. So it's gonna look like this, and then just cut this piece at an angle as well. So it should look like this. And then we're gonna do the same thing on the other side here. So we're gonna cut at an angle and then cut at an angle like that. So it should look like this. And then now we're just gonna fold and crease all those lines. Oh, and sorry, one more thing. We're gonna cut off the bulk on these top 2 lines over here as well. Just cut off a piece on both sides. And then just so fold and crease all the lines. Okay, and so your pocket should look like that. And what we're gonna do is we're not gonna glue this into the book just yet because it's gonna be much easier for you to layer this back piece first. So what I would do is just put it here and like grab a paper clip so that you know that's where it should go. And I'm just gonna clip this down here like this. And so that is our center pocket. It's done now. And then next what we're gonna do is we're gonna make this little flat pocket on the left-hand side here. To make the little pocket, you're gonna need a piece that measures 5 inches by 3.5 inches. And what you're gonna do is on the 5-inch side, we're gonna score it at 1/2 inch, as well as 4.5 inches. And then we're gonna rotate it onto the 3.5 inch side and score at 1/2 inch. And then we're just gonna cut off the bulk of the pocket here. And so I'm just gonna grab my scissors, and so this is what it looks like. And we're gonna cut off that square, and then we're also gonna cut this at an angle here. So it's gonna look like this, and then like this. And then you're gonna do the same thing to the other side here. So cut at an angle, and then like this. And then also we're gonna cut off the bulk up here on both sides. So your pocket should look like this. And then now we're just gonna fold and crease all those lines. Grab my bone folder. And we're not gonna glue this into the book just yet because it's gonna be much easier after you layer this back piece over here. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna take a little paper clip and then just clip it here so that I know that that's where it goes. Yeah, so that is what it's gonna look like. And then next we're gonna make the little envelope pocket that goes over here. Now we're going to be making this envelope pocket, and it is an expandable pocket, and it's got a little indentation here so that you could easily reach in and take out or put in your goodies. So to make this, what you're going to need is you're going to need to cut a piece that measures 7.5 inches by 4 3/4 inches, and on the 7.5 inch side, we are gonna score it at 1/4 inch. So 1/4 inch, 1/2 inch, 3/4 inches. And then on this side, we are gonna score at 6 3/4 inches, 7 inches, and 7 1/4 inches. And then we're gonna flip it onto the 4 3/4 inch side here. And we're gonna score it 1/4 inch, 1/2 inch, and 3/4 inches. And then with the other expandable pocket, we're gonna cut off the bulk here. So we're gonna be cutting off this corner. So I'm just gonna grab my scissors. And so at an angle here, we're gonna cut this little square off and more. So it should look like that. And then the same thing on this side. And then we're also gonna be cutting off the bulk on the sides here. Just gonna cut this one a little more straighter here. Okay, so it should look like this. And then now what we're gonna do is before we fold this, we're gonna make the indentations here. So I'm just gonna flip this onto this side. And what we're gonna do is, sorry about that. Okay, so on the back of our pocket here, what we're gonna do is where we have our first like score mark here, we're gonna make a 1 inch mark down on both sides here. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna grab my ruler and mark it at 1 inch on this side, as well as 1 inch on this side as well. And then so that you can see what I'm doing more easily, I'm just gonna connect these lines. So basically it measures like 6 inches in between here. And then at the, so at our, along our ruler here, what you're gonna do is at the 2-inch mark, you're gonna make a mark as well as 4 inches. And then that's where we are gonna connect those 2 lines to the corners here. So just make a pencil mark and just connect the 2 lines to the corners. And then we're just gonna cut that off. Okay, so it should look like this, and we're just gonna cut all of this part off. And then now we have like our indentation mark. So if you were to flip it around, it would look like this. And of course, like you could erase those pencil marks if you wish. But what I'm gonna do now is, now all we have to do is like fold and crease all these lines. Okay, and so it should look like this. And then, so this would go in our book over here. And then it's up to you if you want to layer this piece at the back. And then, so I'm just gonna like add a paper clip here to show that this goes on this side. And then let me show you how to make the layering piece for this piece right here. So normally I like to leave a 1/4 inch border like for the layering piece. So let me show you how that's done, as you know, this could get a little... For the layering piece, I'm gonna use this blue cardstock. So you're gonna need to cut a piece that measures 5 3/4 inches by 3 3/4 inches. And what you're gonna do is, on the 3 3/4 inch side, you're gonna make a 1 inch mark using your ruler and making a line across, which I already did here. So that measures like 1 inches. And then you're gonna just grab your ruler, and what you're gonna do is on the 5 3/4 inch side, right, we're gonna make a mark at 1 7/8 inches. So I'm just gonna go in a little closer so you can see this here. So at 1 7/8 inch, which is right here, we're gonna make a mark, as well as 3 7/8 inches, which is right here. And basically we are just gonna connect the corners here. And so this is gonna be our layering piece. And then in the future, you have this template and you don't have to do these measurements again, like in case you want to make more than one book in the future. So we're just gonna cut that off. This is if you want to leave like a 1/8 inch border around, like for the layering pieces. So what it's gonna look like is, if I take my envelope here, so this piece is gonna, it's gonna look like this. And then you have this as a template now, so you can use it, just trace around that in the future. So that is like the tutorial for now. And then, so what you're gonna need to do is, like on the, like once you layer your book, right, you're gonna glue these pockets in and then add your Velcro after. And then, so it should look like this. So let me just start from the front here. So our book is going to look like this. Okay, so our cover, we're going to be adding like ribbon on the front and the back here. Just going to zoom out a bit here. And then when you open it up, you have this piece with the pocket, your magnetic closure on this side. This is your room for photo. The center flap here with pocket. And then the envelope side over here, which you're gonna glue down after you layer everything. And then on this side, you can add any like decorative piece that you wish. And then you would just have to, like, for example, over here, and then just add your Velcro in later if you wish. And then just add your Velcro on this side after as well. So that is the tutorial for this little mini album. And if you have any questions or comments, please let me know down below. I hope you enjoyed that. And yeah, thank you so much for watching and trying this out. Bye.